hope you're okay. So today I'm finally doing a tour and reveal of our new kitchen. To be honest, the whole process has pretty much taken up until now for the kitchen to pretty much be finished, and because we have practically finished everything minus a few little jobs here and there, I thought I would do a tour and kind of talk a little bit more about the process of having the kitchen done, show some before, some afters, talk a little bit about where we got everything from, and yeah, hopefully you will enjoy the video and get to have a little bit of a nosy around our new kitchen and dining room. It's absolutely insane to think that this is now our kitchen when you compare it to what the kitchen and dining room used to look like before. When we moved into the house in August, we wanted to get the kitchen kind of renovated pretty much straight away. In fact, when we came to look at the house back in May, like the first time we looked at the house, having the kitchen done was like definitely top of the priority list, and we kind of wanted to get it done sooner rather than later. I wanted to get it done before Christmas, and the old kitchen before was just not very well designed. It was very small, there wasn't a lot of storage space, there wasn't a lot of worktop space, all the cupboards were pretty old, and the dining room was separate, so there was like a wall literally where I am sitting right now. And the dining room was a really quite big room, but it was just quite wasted to have like a dining room table and chairs. And then there was also a utility which was attached to the garage. However, you had to go out of the kitchen and then go out of the house and then go into the utility. Like there wasn't a walk through to the house, and the room was completely bare. It was literally just like a bare room, and it used to freak me out so much. Like I always used to feel like I was doing a bush chucker trial when I was putting the washing in the washing machine, because there was just so many like spiders in there. So we decided to go for wicks for the kitchen, and like I said, I did have a couple of people come around and measure up. Most brands do a free measure and design consultation service, and I definitely would recommend shopping around, have a few different people come out, measure up, see their plan, see what you think. And we decided to go for wicks because one, they really got what we were after. The kitchen designer was so thorough, really took on board what we wanted and designed the whole kitchen perfectly. Second of all, they had this huge sale on in the summer, which meant that we literally got everything for half price. So we got the whole kitchen, all the appliances, literally everything for I think a very good value. So yeah, so we decided to go for them. Wicks do tend to have sales on most weekends, so I think you'll be fine. But yeah, we went for those because we just really felt like we were in safe hands with them. And I have to say, I cannot fault Wicks. The customer service has been brilliant. There was a couple of hiccups whilst we were getting the kitchen installed. For example, there was a couple of things missing from the order, and the sink did arrive with a big crack in, which we didn't realise till it was about to be installed. However, they were super efficient at getting things sorted and sent out to us and giving us refunds. So I cannot recommend them enough. And also everything seems to be incredibly good quality, like all the cupboards, the worktops, the appliances, everything feels really hard wearing. So I kind of feel like it was really like good value, if that makes sense. Because we had to have quite a lot of building work done, we hired 2 builders to do all the building work and then install the kitchen rather than having Wicks do it. Henry did do quite a lot of the building work himself to save us a lot of money. So what did Henry do? So from the beginning of about mid-September, he took down the ceilings, he started ripping out the old kitchen, he took down the wall in between the kitchen and the dining room. We had this weird little window thing going into the utility, he took down the tiles from that. So yeah, so he did a lot of work in the kind of lead up to the builders coming. And then the builders came in about mid-October, and they spent about 2.5 weeks every day working on the kitchen. So once the builders were finished, I kind of felt like we were on the light was at the end of the tunnel. Unfortunately, I hadn't quite realised that all the little finishing jobs that we were kind of left with are the jobs that literally take the longest. But we are pretty much at, like, there's literally a couple of little jobs that need doing, but I pretty much feel like this place is pretty much finished now. So now I'm going to talk a little bit more about like the design of the kitchen and kind of where everything's from. So like I said, the whole kitchen is from Wicks. We decided to go for these dark grey cupboards because I did originally want to have white cupboards and then the marble worktop, but we decided that it might just be too much white. And also thinking, because we've got Frank, it might be quite hard to keep on top of clean, and obviously white shows up everything. So we thought it might be quite good to have a dark colour as a contrast. So we decided to go for these dark grey gloss cupboards. Thought they were quite modern and fitted quite well with the theme. We also thought they'd be super easy to kind of clean and keep on top of. And the kitchen designer told us that this kind of like gloss cupboard is really like hard wearing, so it's going to last quite a long time, which obviously is good. We've obviously got the marble worktops, which was like my one condition of having the kitchen done. They're not real marble because I'm not rich, but they're basically marble effect, and I absolutely love them. So we had all new appliances pretty much. So we've got a double oven, which was like amazing for Christmas Day. We have a nice big 5-burner hob, and then we've got this pretty crazy cooker hood, which the kitchen designer kind of put on the designs, and Henry just fell in love with it. I think it looks a little bit like something from a sci-fi film, but it's pretty cool, and I think it ties in with like the modern theme of the kitchen. Because at the end of the day, we both live here, we both paid for this kitchen, so it has to represent both of our tastes, doesn't it? What else have we got? We've got the black sink. I absolutely adore this sink. I think it is so cool. So yes, we've got a black sink, and we've also, like, I think this is really cool, we've got a Brita filter water tap. Because I'm a diva and I don't like tap water, and the kitchen designer was really good and threw that in for like the price of a normal tap. So got a good little deal there. We've also got like toaster and kettle and coffee machine. We do need to replace these at some point because the cream just doesn't really work with the rest of the colour scheme, but it's not like a necessity, like I need to go out and buy a new toaster like right this second. It's something that'll get done at some point. The rest of the little accessories that you can see are from either H&M Home, The Range, Sainsbury's or Primark, and I've kind of gone for a bit of a metallic theme. I did originally want everything to be copper, but I'm glad I didn't do that actually, because I'm already starting to get a little bit bored of copper, which is just typical me. I think I might phase that out into like gold, which is why I've stopped buying copper stuff for the time being. And then I think, oh, we've got the radiator as well. That is from B&Q. The radiator I think is so cool. I just think it's like a bit of a feature which kind of just adds something to the room, and it obviously ties in with like the real modern theme. So yes, so we absolutely love that. The flooring is from B&Q, and it was laminate flooring, and Henry said it is literally the most awful flooring he's ever had to put down, so I don't know if I'd necessarily recommend that. Got like a mini breakfast bar area, which is where I'm sitting right now, and we got these stools from a local discount shop called Panda and Blue. However, you can get these types of stools on eBay for literally about £20–30, so you can get them in loads and loads of different colours, so definitely kind of look on there if you're looking for something similar. So next I'm going to move on to the dining room and talk a little bit about that. So obviously we just want it to be very kind of chilled and open. We got the light bulbs, which you can kind of see behind me. They were from Dunelm, and we really like the light bulbs with the exposed elements. That was something that we would definitely like wanted to have, and we saw them in Dunelm. They were super cheap, and they're actually, the bulb is actually called Henry, which I thought was hilarious. And they just got like a copper kind of fixing, so it's kind of not too in your face, but we really like the light that they give off. So yeah, so we're really pleased with them. The table and chairs, well, the table and benches I should say, are from Next. We got them in an ex-display sale just before Christmas, and they were literally such a bargain considering like from Next, and usually to buy big furniture from Next you need like a mortgage. So yeah, like literally we got such a good bargain with those. They were such a good buy. And then we've also got the prints on the wall. So these are a new addition. We only put these up last weekend. It's such a huge space. We weren't sure what to do with it because it literally like just takes up so much room, but we decided to get some prints, and it's taken me about 2 months to decide what prints to put on there because I really wanted the prints to be personal to us and kind of fit with the theme of the kitchen. So 3 of them are from Etsy, and the other 2 are from a brand called The House Outfit. So I'll kind of talk you through them. So we've got this one, like, I don't know if you can see, we've got this one here which is Coursera. I can never seem to say that right. Like, Henry always tells me off for my pronunciation, which basically means like what will be in Spanish. I just think it's a really nice phrase. It's something that me and Henry say quite a lot, like, you know, what will be. So yeah, so I just quite liked that. I thought it was good to have as like a reminder. Next up is a Disney inspired print, which is very unlike me, because this may surprise you actually, as much as I love a Disney film and I love going to Disney World, like it's just the best place ever, I am not really a Disney person in the home. Like, I don't really like Disney home decor, if that makes sense. So it's very like unusual for me to have something like Disney related in the home. Like, when Henry saw it, he was like, "Are you feeling all right?" But basically I like the colour, and this one's from the House Outfit. I like the colour, and also it has a bit more of a personal meaning because The Lion King is Henry's favourite Disney film, and I used to refuse to watch The Lion King because I watched it as a child and I found it deeply disturbing. So I like refused to watch it, and then last year Henry made me sit down and watch it, and then for some reason it was on the telly like every single week. So I felt like we watched it a lot last year. So yeah, so I got that because it's obviously quite personal. And then the third one in is some coordinates. And these are the coordinates for Brooklyn Bridge Park in New York, which is where me and Henry got engaged. I wanted to have a New York print, but I didn't want something that said New York, if that makes sense. We've got a New York print in the living room. We've got a New York print in our bedroom. I've got a New York print in my room. I didn't want to be like that couple that are just obsessed with New York. So I kind of wanted a nod to New York, because obviously New York is a very special place for us, but I didn't want it to be too in your face. So I got this from Etsy, and you can basically have coordinates to any address that you like. And I just thought it's a little nod to something special, but it's also quite subtle, if that makes sense. So next we have this next grey print, which is also from the House Outfit, and I just really liked the grey. I thought it was a bit of a contrast to the pink and the white prints, and it just says "Let's stay home." I literally am such a homebody that I love nothing more than staying at home, so I just thought it was kind of a good print to represent me. And also I have two things to tell you now. So the House Outfit were very kind to gift me these prints for this video, and number one, I have an exclusive discount code, so you will get 15% off any wall art from the House Outfits website if you use the code CORRY15. So I'll pop the link down below so you can go check it out. They have so many nice prints, like seriously, so many nice prints, you'll love them. Second of all, I'm running a competition on my Instagram, which should be live at the same time as this video goes live, and it's to win free prints of your choice from the House Outfit. So go on over to my Instagram to find out more about the competition, and then also there's a discount code too. So yeah, there we go, just wanted to throw that in there. And then finally the last print is also again from Etsy, and it just says "The best is yet to come." I really like the font, and I just thought it was quite cute because obviously we're getting married next year. Hopefully at some point we'll get another dog. So, you know, there's a lot of exciting times to come. And then we move on to the bar cart corner. A lot of you who've asked me about my bar cart, where it's from, and it was actually Henry's nan's. And I was very lucky to inherit it. So I have made it into a bar cart. So yeah, so I just have bottles of alcohol, mainly champagne and Prosecco, which are pretty much all from 31dover.com. And then all the little accessories are either home or Primark or The Range. And it's all kind of like a gold and kind of black theme. And then I've got the big light box above it, which is from Not on the High Street. And I just kind of changed the quotes up, which I think is quite cool. So yeah, so I just kind of feel that's quite a cool little corner. But I think that is pretty much everything else to do with the kitchen. If I have missed anything out, or if you've got any other questions about the kitchen, and I don't really feel like I've kind of gone into much depth, but I didn't want to make this video about 6 years long. But if there is any other questions at all, like literally, I'm more than happy to answer them. You can either email me or tweet me or DM me. All my links will be down below if you just kind of want to ask me a question or any advice about anything. We are so happy with the kitchen, like literally so happy. I remember on Christmas Day, we were just like, this has just worked out so well. It was exactly what we wanted, and it's just such a nice room to spend time in. Like I literally work in here like pretty much every single day, and even though it did cost cost an arm and a leg. It was definitely worth it. So really hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give it a like, especially if you want to see more home decor videos. I need to do a room makeover tour for my new blogging room. But yeah, let me know if there's any kind of more home decor videos that you would like to see. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel too. And yeah, I will see you very soon in my next video. Have a great weekend.